I hope that you're enjoying this wonderful lunch. Are you? Yay! I want to again bring you greetings and welcome you to our SGS Committee Showcase Lunch. And if we think of the word showcase, we know that it can be, it's a place that focuses on anything or anyone to a good advantage. In other words, we're about something, we're doing something, sharing what we've done, letting you know your contributions to the end result. What did you do to help us get where we are? It's also an enclosure where valuable or important objects are kept so that they can be viewed without being damaged. What did I say? We are a neighborhood. Mr. Rogers had a neighborhood. We have a neighborhood. So please listen to the reports, digest the content of each report, and help our team to move forward to advance our mission of inclusion and diversity, to improve the quality of life for older adults through education, research, and practice. So I want you now to join me and let's shine the spotlight on our committees. Remember, we are a team, T-E-A-M. Together, each adds more, much more. Welcome. So the first person coming up will be Denise Butler, our membership committee. Did I forget you? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, she didn't put it on here.
Oh, you got an old one.
Yeah.
That's okay, no worries.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. I'm Rebecca, not Denise, but that's okay. I am the chair of the student committee, and so just give you a very brief update about what we've been doing. So first of all, we're up and running, which is great. So we wanted to sort of restart the student committee and get students involved. So if you're looking to be involved, we'd love to have you. Certainly send us an email and we'll add you to the committee. So a lot of what we did when we started was sort of brainstorming. What do students need? What do young professionals need? What are the issues that students are dealing with in today's climate with the job networking, search for careers, things like that. So we sort of stumbled upon an idea, and that's where we've landed. So it will be published soon, and that is an SGS sort of student corner, and that will be on the SGS webpage. And basically, it's just a very short blogs about various topics that pertain to students and young professionals. So I will be writing about my own experiences networking, some successes, some challenges, things that I feel like other students could learn from my own experiences. And then also Taylor, who couldn't be here, she's a student rep-elect. She's also helping me with this project, and anyone else who'd like to be involved, again, we'd love to have you. So we are doing that. We're also going to be writing about giving students an opportunity to highlight their work. So if there are any students who are doing cool projects or things that they want other people in the field to know about, we want to give an opportunity for students to be able to share the work that they're doing, whether they're big projects, papers, or just, you know, like an Instagram account promoting, you know, anti-ageist comments or things like that. And then also lastly on that, we want to share interesting careers in aging. So a lot of what I've been sharing with some of the people who are in the field, probably some of you in the room, is when you're looking as a student from the outside, a lot of times you just see gerontology as like, I could be a social worker, or I could be a doctor or a nurse. And you don't really know about all the other really, really great work and careers that you are all doing. So I really want to be able to highlight that so that when students are coming up in education, they understand what opportunities there are in gerontology, especially because Obviously, workforce is such an issue. So we want to bring as many people in as we can. So we'll be highlighting interesting careers in gerontology, and it'll all be very like bite-sized pieces on the SGS website on that specific page. So stay tuned for that. It should be published very shortly. And then also two quick plugs, and then I'm all done, is if you are a member of SGS and you have your you can see the directory, we would encourage you to update all your information and really just take a few minutes to put all the information in, because that's so helpful when we're networking, especially for students, to really be able to see who you are, what you do, where you are, to see what potential opportunities there are to connect with other SGS members. So if you have a few minutes and you do have a profile with SGS on our website, we would love for you to update your information. So that's one thing. And then also, if there are any students in the room or young professionals who would like to be involved in whatever the student committee is going to do, going forward, we would love to have you. Again, shoot us an email. You can send Amanda an email. She'll pass it to me, and we can go from there. So thank you. And that's all I have.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Denise Butler, and I am the head of the membership committee. And I just want to talk a little bit about the ambassador program. How many of you are aware that we have an ambassador program? Okay, a lot of people don't know about it. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. There have been some changes made to it, effective as of the board meeting. Let me talk a little bit about what the role is. And the role is, the state ambassadors are supposed to serve as local contacts and liaisons between SGS academics, practitioners, and students, which is what we're all about, which is such a great part of this organization. It's not focused on one thing. We are so comprehensive. And so it's within each of the 14 states that are its members, and it's instrumental in the overall success of SGS by extending its relevance and visibility within each state. So we do hope that you will be interested in perhaps serving in this capacity. It is a great thing. I've been a state ambassador, and it's a really rewarding and fulfilling thing to participate in. The mission of SGS state ambassadors is to create that reciprocal relationship, increase SGS awareness. We really do need to get the word out about what a phenomenal organization SGS is. I've been participating since about 2015, 2016, and I just treasure every time we get together and learn so much from everybody, whether you're an academic, whether you're a practical. So let's get that participation, let's get that membership going within your organizations, within wherever you are, whether you're in a field, whether you're in a university, an academic. Let's bring more people into this just amazing, phenomenal organization. Okay, so I could talk more about the structure. If a state organization exists whose membership is similar in scope to SGS, the SGS Membership Committee will extend an invitation for that organization to appoint an SGS state ambassador with the goal of collaboration among both organizations. If the state organization declines, SGS Membership Committee will appoint 1 to 2 ambassadors from interested members in the state. In the states where no organization exists, we will appoint 1 to 2 ambassadors from interested members in the state. And there is an application process to go through for that. And we'll create guidance to assist in creating a space for those interested in gerontology in the state to network. So what are the benefits? What are the benefits to being an ambassador? If it's located within a partnership organization, SGS and the partnering organization will swap organizational memberships at no cost to either organization. That's a good benefit. They'll offer free conference registration to ambassadors. I think that's a pretty good incentive myself. They will budget funds to support projects of the ambassadors as long as those funds help increase the exposure of SGS within the state, and the funds will vary based on the SGS budget. They will provide logistical and in-kind support for partnership projects when possible. They have the opportunity to gain leadership experience and development opportunities. You're going to be recognized as a leader within the state through promotion by SGS on social media, website, and other forms of communication. What are some of your responsibilities before you sign up for this? Become familiar with the Southern Gerontological Society, its membership benefits, volunteer and leadership opportunities, and other resources. And I have to say, again, from personal experience, there is so much benefit to being a member and to be part of this program. Join the SGS membership committee. I think there's a sign-up sheet somewhere. Am I correct? You're going to talk. Okay, never mind. I'll let Amanda take that. Build SGS awareness, membership, and reciprocal relationships. Encourage submission of articles to SGS-related professional gerontological publications, such as the Journal of Applied Gerontology, Gerontology and Geriatric Medicine, and the SGS Communications. Attend and promote attendance and participation in SGS annual meetings. Initiate and coordinate local SGS initiatives and activities appropriate to their state. These are really actually pretty enjoyable duties and responsibilities, I have to say. So that's just a brief overview of the ambassador program. And I do encourage you guys to become part of the membership committee. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time being part of this. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bert Waters, and I'm co-chair of the Development Committee. And Kara Napper could not be here today, and I just want to say how wonderful of a chair she's been. She's so well organized. I've got quite a lot to say, but I'm going to start off with graham rolls and bourbon balls. So silent auction this year, they're cherry bourbon balls. Every year, and it's been a couple of years since we've had an SGS conference live in person. So please bid early, bid often. It closes at 5 o'clock tonight. And remember, the development committee is probably the most exciting committee of all the committees. So we are also looking for members too. So if you do join the development committee today, I will place a bid on the bourbon balls for you. So SGS is engaged in conversations on how our organization can respond to disasters within our region. Today we had a presentation on disasters in older adults. We're putting together a subcommittee and would like to welcome anyone interested in the area. There'll be a brainstorming session on this topic tomorrow morning in the Grand Ballroom during the Continental Breakfast hour from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Please join to share your ideas. SGS conducts a survey of priorities with respect to aging in the South at least every 3 years. And I'd mentioned that this morning in our meeting. And I think how important that is because it really does align us with the needs of our region. The survey is very important to us. We take it very seriously. And we do our conference next year will be focused using that alignment of the surveys that was conducted among members. The full report from the survey includes several recommendations for SGS. The development committee will be a part of making those recommendations happen. The development committee is always investigating new organizations to partner with to increase our visibility and further our mission. We'll be looking closely at organizations that align with priority areas from our SGS priority survey results, as well as organizations and states where you would like to increase membership. And we would like to increase membership in all of the states. If partnership development and collaboration is where we would like to increase membership, if your area of interest, this would be a great committee for you. If this is an area of interest for you, this would be a great committee for you. We've rolled out chapter 2 of our endowment campaign. It's be part of the SGS story. And thank you, Graham. It's really Graham Rolls is the person who, and I'm serious, it's just wonderful. We've already reached the $50,000 mark and we're trying for 100,000. And so we're really working hard on that. I'd like to thank everyone who has contributed up to now. Be a part of the SGS story by donating today. You can see the registration desk for more details. Benefactors that donate at least $50 will be invited to attend a special reception this evening. You can also purchase one of our 40th anniversary t-shirts for $10, the black t-shirts that are over near the registration desk. And larger donations are appreciated, with all proceeds going to the endowment fund. We are planning to spend some time after the conference mapping our future activities for this committee, and we will welcome new members who have new ideas of how SGS can develop as an organization. And I would like to say that the development committee is a very important committee for any organization, and it is especially for SGS. And I welcome anyone who wants to join us.
Hi there. As you can see from the agenda, I am Jennifer Kraft Morgan. No, I'm not. I'm Adrienne Cohen, and our committee is Gero Ed. And I have to say that there were 3 of us that were the chairs. We had 3 co-chairs. So if you want to know how hard we work, that's how hard we work. And I want to say something else really, really important about Gero Ed as I encourage all of you to become involved. If you become involved, you do not have to encourage anybody to bid higher or again and again and again. You do not have to solicit donations. As a matter of fact, we spend money. Yeah, Gero Ed, right? Okay. Yeah, thank you. I have a little list here of all the fun and exciting things that we've been doing. There was that cruise to Jamaica. No, we didn't do that. Okay. I noticed that this lovely woman who is in charge of our group looked up and said, "Cruise to Jamaica? What?" Yeah, no. Okay, so I want to thank Jennifer Kraft Morgan for her amazing leadership and mentoring of myself and Tim Marie Williams, as there were 3 of us, but really she was our mentor as we learned how to do this. And then I decided that I didn't want to do this anymore. And our lovely Tim Marie Williams, Tim Marie, stand up, come on. As of July 1, this is the lady in charge. So she has taken over chairing our committee. If you want to work with her, this is your chance, okay? So we're very pleased that Tim Marie has taken that on. So a little bit about what we're going to be doing this morning. Wow, is it this morning? We said what we had done in the past year, so now I just want to say what we're going to be doing this year. And since I'm no longer going to be chairperson, I feel like I could add anything I wanted to this list. But we are doing a photo contest, which we are really excited about. Some others have done things like books and essays, but we thought it would be good to do a photo contest. Cynthia Hancock and I put our heads together, talked to some amazing elementary and high school educators who helped us try and figure out. And the focus will be for next year, it'll be celebrated at next year's conference, the beauty of older adults. And I think, we're really excited about this because what do young children think about older adults? What do middle and high schoolers think about older adults when it comes to beauty, right? And we have to also be really careful about what we mean by older adults because, at 40, when you're an elementary school teacher, that's an older adult. So we have to come up with some numbers around that. So we're gonna be doing that. And then Stacy Chen, where's Stacy? Stacy, there she is. Stacy has been working incredibly hard on putting together a teaching resource repository, which we're going to house on Google Drive. And we're really close to getting it live and wanted to let people know. Do you wanna say something about that? Yeah, come on. Let's give her more applause, folks.
Hi, everyone. And I would like to introduce our incoming project, and Education Committee creates the SGS Teaching Resource Repository, so which is a sharing resource related to the aging field. So the goal is to promote and support the maintenance and the expansion of the option for the aging focused education in range of the discipline beyond the gerontology. So in other words, it's kind of we build out materials and that relating the aging. And so faculty can use the material such as the syllabus, video, and books for the teaching, and students can use that our resources to learn how about present at conference, and they can increase their knowledge of the aging as well. And anyone who are interested in the aging field, they can know about the gerontology and the aging. So most of our materials is open to the public, but some kind of teaching materials such as syllabus, lesson plans, and assignment are limited to the SGS members due to the intellectual property issues. And so the contents including the academic paper and article and books and information for the student, K-12 curriculums and podcasts, teaching material, videos, and website, etc. So in some categories, they are the subcategories. So for example, the teaching materials, they include the syllabus and the assignments. And so we are kind of, so how do we do the first? We will send out an email that asks you to fill out a form and to submit the shared information or document with us. And we will organize these materials, and we will put all the material in the Google Drive. So after we complete all the work, we will create a web page in the SGS website. So you can access these resources through the SGS website. So stay tuned and help us to build our SGS Teaching Resources Repository. Thank you.
Yes, and keep in mind, membership has its privileges, because if you are an SGS member, you get access to a lot more resources than the folks that are just coming in, but can be incredibly helpful to have all kinds of different resources. So we're excited about doing that. And so the last thing I wanted to say was for the last couple of years, there has been a joint committee that is the JERA Education Committee and then the Program Committee, and we're splitting up. I know, we're splitting up. So, I was asked by Jennifer Kraft Morgan to let you all know that. So these are her words, not mine. There is a split, and we need program committee folks, which is the conference committee. So that's the conference committee, and they need a chair and members and all of that. She said what they're looking for is folks that are competent, engaged, and excited. So if you are none of those things and you want to join Gero Ed Committee, we're still around, you know, we're still here. So, so we're looking for folks to sign up for Gero Ed, and then we also need to construct an entirely new program committee, but we both know who is more fun. Thank you.
Hello again, everybody. This is Chris Kelly. I'm the chair of the Publications Committee, and it is a great time to join the Publications Committee. We are in the process of screening applicants to become our next editor-in-chief, and that position has been so well filled by my colleague, Dr. Julie Robinson, that we are in great shape to move JAG forward. The applications are available on our website. We are accepting applications until June 30th this year. If you would like to volunteer yourself, or perhaps even more fun, volunteer somebody else to be a nominee for the new editor-in-chief, my email address is cmkelly, K-E-L-L-Y, @unomaha.edu. I also wanted to mention, as I mentioned this morning, we have a call for papers, a special issue about the home care workforce. We are looking for manuscripts. The deadline for that is April 30th, the end of this month. So more details are found on the website. And as mentioned this morning, we are still talking about the future of the Southern Gerontologist. It will likely exist, but in an online format. And people that are interested in becoming an editor of the Southern Gerontologist should also get in touch with me. So please sign up for Publications Committee, especially if you are interested in helping out with our terrific journals. And thank you again, everybody. It's been a great conference.
Hello, everybody. I am Annie Rhodes, and I am the chairwoman of the Public Policy and Advocacy Committee, which is newly meeting for the first time this year, so yay. I want to clear a few things up. We're just called the Public Policy and Advocacy Committee. We're not the Care Work Network Public Policy and Advocacy Committee, although we do love them. We love the Care Work Network. And for those of you who have been coming to ask me for changes to SGS policies, that's also not me. We do public policy and advocacy. And I want to quote Dr. Althea Taylor-Jones, who said that advocacy is a plea to a cause. And I invite all of you to join us on the Advocacy Committee, because in all of these sessions that I have been going to across this conference, I have heard all of you plead for the cause of gerontology, plead for your research, and really demonstrate the importance of the work that we do. A lot of times, especially if we're researchers or we're practitioners, we don't think of ourselves as advocates. We don't think of ourselves as needing to get involved in policy. Nothing could be further from the truth, right? And it's in the oath I heard this morning for the members of the board that they must be advocates. So does anyone know that there is a 12-year gap between practice, or between research and practice? There's a 12-year gap. So what we are trying to do is bridge that gap. That's what SGS does. So I invite you all to join us on the Public Policy and Advocacy Committee and help us link the practice and the research. If you look in your program, you will see right on the front page, we have our front page back cover, an invitation to our first advocacy forum, which is going to be virtually held in October, the 4th and the 5th. So get your phones out now and block the dates. We're going to be really focusing on finding your path to advocacy, no matter your role, no matter where you work, no matter if you think you're not an advocate, you absolutely are. So we invite you to join us. If you don't want to come to the committee, we invite you to join us at that event. And I think that we're actually going to try to go for the most fun committee also this year. It's going to be hard to get, but we're going to try. We are really working alongside with putting on our first event in October. We're looking at aligning the strategic priorities survey with other good advocacy and policy organizations in the South and bringing them into the society, so that we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, right? We're trying to uplift the work that is already being done in our region, expand the society, and help connect our members with good policy work, good advocacy work that is already ongoing, so that you can quickly connect to the resources that you need, and you can quickly share your research, your resources, your evidence-based practices with policymakers. Okay, thank you. Oh, and we don't ask you for money.
Good afternoon. I'm Ed Rosenberg, chair of the Encore Committee. The Encore Committee is comprised of SGS members who are retired or old or both, but we keep coming back here year after year after year. What exactly are the criteria? We're not exactly sure. As I mentioned at breakfast, we're sort of between bylaws versions. And so I can't give you a chronological age. You know, how old do you have to be? I know I'm old enough. A few weeks, I'll be 73, and I don't mind calling myself old. It's sort of cool. I know some of you are too vain to do that, but you know, if I channel my inner Jeff Foxworthy and say, if anyone's ever called you sir or ma'am or held a door for you, you could join the Encore Committee. One of the things that we try to do on this committee, because it is made up of people who have many years of experience and we hope accumulated wisdom, is to pass some of that on to younger SGS members in the form of mentoring. Mentoring for success in graduate school, mentoring for beginning academic careers, mentoring for practice careers, grant writing, grant administration, working with politicians, and so on. We are formally obligated by the committee description to provide that mentoring service and to have a mentoring activity at every SGS conference. We did that at this conference, and the first one, it seemed to go well. We have some ideas about how to make it even better next year. Something else that we are trying to do on this committee is to work more directly with the SGS Student Committee, because after all, students are one of our potential mentoring audiences. So this year I've been working with Rebecca Schlossberg, the head of the Student Committee, and I hope that that continues. We need more members on this committee. We've managed to increase the membership this year from 6 to 11, but I know there are a lot more older SGS members, and the more members we can get, the broader our range of expertise will be, and the more mentoring options we can offer to people. Finally, I've enjoyed this year with the Encore Committee. I intend to stay on it, but I will be stepping down because I've been asked to take on more responsibilities in my home state of North Carolina. But I would like to announce that Graham Rolls and Jody Teitelman will be chairing the committee for the next year. And I have every confidence in them. Also, they have the pleasure of working with Amanda James, who has been so fantastic. I would want her on any team that I'm on. And one final thing, is Siobhan Mingo here? Siobhan? There she is. I want to plug Siobhan's Careers in Aging virtual mini conference, especially because the Encore Committee works with the Student Committee, and Siobhan's mini conference is certainly aimed at students. There will be 4 sessions. 3 of them are 1-hour sessions in April. The 4th one is in May, a 2-hour wrap-up session. The cost for all of this is only $30, and for students, that includes a 1-year SGS membership. So this is a great opportunity. Siobhan, where can people find information on this? Okay, thank you, Siobhan. That concludes my report. Again, all you old folks, please attend the Encore Committee meetings. Thank you.
Okay, well, the next report is coming from the awards committee, and I am not Libby Yost, but I'm really going to try and make her proud by reminding everyone to bid often and bid high. So speaking of, a quick update about where we are on the silent auction. We're currently sitting at $1,301. That's $1,301. Our goal was to top 1,500. So again, I will encourage to bid high and bid often. And just a reminder that final bids are tonight at 5 p.m. I think somebody else said that, but I wanted to make sure that I got that out too. So apart from that, what we do on the awards committee, and we want to also acknowledge the 2 volunteers who have agreed to join us for this upcoming year. Thank you to Tracy McClinton and to Jeffrey Lentz, if they are here. We're excited to have you on what is actually the funnest committee. Might I remind you that we bring hats to the conference. So just so we're clear on who's actually having fun here. And so essentially what we'll do when we go home from the conference is each of us will champion 1 or 2 awards throughout the year. Award nominations open up in August and they run through February of next year, right before our next conference. And each of us will kind of monitor the awards, making sure that we've got enough nominations in for each one. And then we as a group decide who and how many to award closer to the conference time. And that's essentially how we function. If you want to come have fun with us, reach out to our actual co-chairs. Despite what Ishan may tell you, I will not be taking over as chair or co-chair, but Libby and Christy Jensen would be happy to welcome you to our team.
I just needed the exercise, so thank you all for being here. I'm the nominating chair, and we have, I don't know how many positions open, but all of them seem to be open. No, I'm joking. So just 2? Well, you're past president and then yeah. So first of all, let me just say thank you to those of you who said yes to my request to being on the ballot. Because we had a full slate of open positions this past year, and if you were at the business meeting this morning, you were able to meet our new elected officers. But I am here really in this brief moment just to say we really, really want to encourage all of our new members, all of our first-time attendees to really listen to the committee reports that we've given today, but we really want you to be engaged and involved in the society. And one way to do that is to join committees and also to join our board. So we do have president-elect, treasurer-elect, and you can join all the committees, secretary, I think, as well. Am I missing any other positions? I'm sorry. I was thinking ahead. Okay, that's okay. I'm rudely saying I wasn't listening. That's okay. But all of those positions are open this year. And so when you get the nice email that comes from probably me asking you to nominate yourself or to nominate one of your colleagues, please do so. Again, we're a nice society. Hopefully you've been able to see that this week. But we really do encourage people who haven't been in leadership, who would like to learn more about the society to come on board. So I'll be around this week. If you haven't already talked to me, I will try to get you involved in something. So thank you so much.
Elizabeth frequently tells me that I do selective listening, and sometimes I just don't pay attention at all. Budget and Finance Committee, no, we don't sit around every 2 months and count the money. hired it, is made up of the current, past, and treasurer and president of SGS, and treasurer and president-elect if they are elected that year and present. And anyone who wishes to help originate, develop, or review new sources of revenue, and encourage all SGS committees to enter partnerships and to develop events and programs which build upon our brand and pursue our mission as providing and supporting and advocating best practices while aging. Yes, we're all aging. Okay. 2, yes, we meet bi-monthly to review all financial results, well prepared for us by our executive director. Thank you very much. And requests for special needs. For example, I've just received a proposed budget item from the Gen Ed for them for a special cruise ship to transport all of us to the Care Work Network meeting in Costa Rica next year. We'll consider it, but there are so many other things that we do try to originate and consider, and we work closely with Development Committee and other committees. It is not just a bean counting organization. We really work hard to see to it that your money is shepherded in such a way that it will result in the wishes and priorities that you give to us to be so put together and funded. And we wish to see all of the ideas that you can bring us, whether you join our committee or not, that we can use in creating that budget and making those things happen. Thank you.
Okay, I've got a few things. First is you just heard about all of our committees, and I know you're all dying to know where you sign up for these. So we have a sign up sheet at the registration desk, just asking for your name and email and which committees, and then I will follow up with you after I take a long nap after the conference with more information about how you do that. So at this point, even if you're not sure, if you just want more information, just put your name and your email and which ones you're interested in, and we'll follow up with you. You do need to be an SGS member to serve on our committees. So if you're not a member, we can do that too. Find me at the registration desk. We can make sure that you leave the conference a member. A few other things. One, a clarification. So for the student mini conference, if you had signed up for the pre-conference that we had originally scheduled, that registration translates to this. But just so there's no confusion, if you've signed up for the SGS conference, you do still need to register and pay for the student mini conference. It's not included. So yeah, Siobhan and I were touching base because so we just wanted to make sure, I didn't want anyone to get confused and be like, oh no, I paid for it because I didn't know that was included or anything like that. So again, if you had registered for the student pre-conference that we decided not to have and turn into this event so more people could attend, I've already been in touch with you about that. So thank you. Also, we are going to be recording those sessions. So if you look at those dates for the student conference and you go, oh, I really, really want to attend, but I'm not available one of those dates, we'll be recording those and sending those out to the people that register. So please don't let that hold you back. Silent auction is going on. I don't know if anyone said anything about that. It's right next door. We're going to be ending early. You're going to have plenty of time to look at it. There's been a question of what if the bid is higher than the buy it now price? I've tried to go up the buy it now price. That should never happen. So no, you can't buy it now for cheaper than whatever the highest bid is. We are not trying to give you guys deals here. We are trying to raise money. So you should be saying, hey, Can I pay even more than that? Yes, yes, you can. Okay. No, not trying to call anyone out there, but really we want, you know, it's more than can you find a trinket for less than its value. That's not what the goal of the silent auction is. We're trying to support our students and our encore folks so that they can come to this conference. So for those of you who say, hey, I have students, but we don't have a travel budget, go bid in the silent auction so that we can offer more student scholarships so that we can help support your students to come. That's how you can help. The endowment campaign, we've got a great event this evening. We are probably going, well, we are pulling it inside, mainly because of wind. We do have a great guitar player that's going to come play for us. We've got a wine and beer bar. We've got some really great food because I know y'all are hungry after that lunch. And we're going to meet by the reception desk. We're going to have it by the view of the fountain. We were going to be outside by the fountains. You're still welcome to go outside and do the wind. We're just going to have all of the food and stuff set up inside and be in here. You do need a ticket to attend that event. It's not included with your conference registration. How do you get one of these beautiful invitations that is printed in a ticket? You give me at least $50. You want to give more than 50? We would love to have more than 50. You can give me as much as you would like. That is going to our endowment campaign. We are so excited we were able to do our first award this year. We want to do more awards. We want to do bigger awards. We want to not just talk about the problems and things we want to do, but take what we have learned and try and put our resources behind that. And the endowment helps us do that. I have a little door prize here, and this was for, I drew a name from people that turned in their green sheet because they visited our exhibitors. So I just want to take this time and say thank you to everyone who exhibited. Several of our exhibitors had to leave early for different things. I think most of you have had a chance to talk to them, but our sponsors who are up on our screen and our exhibitors really do help support our conference and really help us offer the conference at the prices that we're able to do. So if you have not thanked the exhibitors, please go thank the ones that are remaining as we release you and make sure you let them know how much we appreciate you, and don't just snag their pen and walk away. Listen to what they have to offer. Let them tell you about their wonderful programs. But is Martha Elena in the room? You get our door prize. And I think that's it. We're getting out a little bit early, but that does not mean you're not allowed to come back for the closing or for the afternoon concurrent sessions. Please, let's make sure those speakers have some seats, but you have time to walk off a little bit of those desserts, stretch your legs in the silent auction room, you know, sit down in the silent auction room, do whatever you need to do in the silent auction room, and then come back for those sessions. And thank you.